I know it's been a minute since we did the self-publishing news, but I have some news coming back into things. In fact, it was kind of hard sorting through some of this stuff. I feel like we're just going to have to rapid fire in order to actually get a decent self-publishing news segment. Bookvault actually expands its distribution to another avenue, and also they opened up a print option that no other platform is offering right now that you definitely will want. Wall Street Journal bestseller list. Rest in peace. We loved you while you lasted, but and then Audible, yep, my favorite company when it comes to audiobook distribution, and I say that sarcastically, is distributing to a new region. All that in self-publishing news for November the 13th of 2023.
Learn how to publish books and build your author business with award-winning author and self-publishing consultant Dale L. Roberts. This is the Self-Publishing with Dale podcast.
I want to, of course, give a big shout out to the fine folks over at Dibbly Create. They are the sponsors of today's video. I love them for many reasons. They're my cloud-based word processing software, and they're now running a Black Friday sale for 25% off. When you visit my affiliate link at dalelinks.com/DibblyCreate, use the coupon code BlackFriday25. I've got that coupon code. You'll want to utilize that. Now, if for some reason you're a bit cash strapped and you still want to use the cloud-based word processing system with AI integration, you can still use the free option. Just visit that affiliate link. You're not obligated to anything. So that's dalelinks.com/DibblyCreate. And of course, use that coupon code all the way to November the 30th for 25% off. That's Black Friday 25. Share it with somebody who would enjoy that as well. Let's go ahead right into the big news for the past week. That is, Bookvault just announced that they are doing direct sales integration for the site Wix. Now, it's unclear as to whether it's premium version or free version. I had a viewer reach out to me after I had my broadcast on YouTube and said, hey, I don't think it's available for free Wix customers. So that is the downside of things. But I would say, do your own due diligence on this one. Of course, I've put a link to the information for setting up your shop over on Wix with Bookvault. Now, the nice part about having direct sales through something like Bookvault is, sure, you could do direct sales through, say, a free Wix site or something like that, or even your normal Wix site without using that integration. But the problem is you have to actually order the book, then you have to have shipping supplies, and you have to ship it out. Having the direct sales option for Bookvault makes life so much easier. Again, I believe it's just for the premium version of Wix. So if you happen to be a free Wix customer, I don't know that it's going to work for you. But this is great. And this just is another example of how Bookvault continues to expand exactly what they have to offer for the world. I really love their print-on-demand services. And I found that their quality in the UK versions are just beautiful. The US it's not terrible. Don't get me wrong. They just opened up US distribution, and I'm sure they're ironing out that whole process right now. But over in the UK, chef's kiss. It's beautiful. Love it. Speaking of beautiful, another little small correction I have to make based on what I said on YouTube was that Bookvault has available book bundles now. Now, I said book box sets, but it's not box sets yet. I got excited because at the last London Book Fair, they had presented a gift box set to Joanna Penn. And this is like an actual physical box set, not like the digital ones that we always say, oh, box sets or something like that. No, box sets, meaning that it is available in a box. You can be able to take a series of books and slip it into that physical box set, and it actually has nice branding around the outside of it and all that type of jazz. But they do have book bundles, meaning that you can bundle together similar books. It could probably be your backlog of books. It could probably be a series of books, and it puts it together as one product SKU. So this makes it to where it's easy for customers to order from you. So for instance, if they just want to buy all of your series, they can just simply go to this one specific link and hit buy, and they can get all of those products all at the same time. So this is really cool. It's a nice development. I will admit to you, I'm a little sad that it's not box sets, but book bundles is something that is pretty nice to have, and maybe it's a little bit of a sign of things to come. Fingers crossed. Hopefully the gang over at Bookvault will get that all addressed here relatively soon. And by the way, there is an upload fee to use Bookvault, but you can waive that upload fee for the first 3 uploads when you use the code BVD Dale. That's as in Bookvault Dale. I don't get any kind of kickback for that or whatsoever, but it's just kind of a nice thing I can be able to pay forward and such. So good luck with the Bookvault. I really love them, and I hope you love them too. Moving a little further forward, oh man, this was actually bad news. If you've been wanting to become a Wall Street Journal best-selling author, well, those days are over. The Wall Street Journal drops its bestseller list. The Wall Street Journal stopped running its weekly bestseller list. The final lists were carried in the past weekend's editions. The paper ran a total of 6 fiction and nonfiction lists, as well as a hardcover business list. All were powered by Circana BookScan. So this is where it comes into play, because apparently Wall Street Journal confirmed that their contract with Circana expired and they're not planning to renew it. They added all the other aspects of the paper's book coverage will continue as usual. So I know it sucks. It was an option that a lot of self-published authors could be able to get a much wider reach and a way to kind of market their book to a wider audience, and it's gone. And I have no jokes. It sucks. It sucks on so many levels. So hopefully they bring it back someday. Hey, Drafted Digital has a couple of good pieces of news. One of them, I wouldn't say it's, crazy news, but Scribd, the first company to offer a reading subscription service and one of Drafted Digital's largest retail partners, has changed the name of its reading and knowledge product to Everand. That's spelled Everand. So in the days and weeks and months ahead, you may notice the name change on some areas of Drafted Digital's website, such as our partner page or within sales reports. We didn't want you to be confused. There is nothing that you need to do. Any hyperlinks you may have created to direct readers to your books at Scribd will still work. Now, why are they changing? According to Scribd's website, the company has separated its content to make it easier for readers to find what they want. Everand is where readers can access ebooks, audiobooks, podcasts, magazines, newspapers, sheet music, and more. Sheet music, I didn't know that. Scribd will remain the name of the corporate entity and massive digital library for things like legal documents, manuals, and academic papers. The company also offers SlideShare, where readers can download professional materials such as presentations and infographics. Interesting. Other piece of news from Drafted Digital, they are warning you should order your author copies and proofs before the holiday rush. Boy, we're getting into it. They said for customers in the US, we recommend ordering by November 24th to ensure holiday delivery. For those in the UK and Australia, please order by December the 1st. This is going to go for any of the platforms that you're self-publishing to. There will be delays. There are just ridiculous delays this time of year. It is print on demand. If you happen to be doing it, there's going to be a lot of people ordering stuff and a lot of people ordering stuff all at the same time. So it's going to create a lot more slower fulfillment time. So just be aware of that. And especially when it comes to if you're planning to publish during this time of year, you're going to want to make sure, hopefully you've already planned it well in advance, because otherwise you're going to run into some real issues. Speaking of Drafted Digital, did you guys catch my recent interview with Kevin Tumlinson? He is now the former marketing director for Drafted Digital, and it has just been announced that Kevin Tumlinson assumes the role of CEO for BookSweeps. Now, BookSweeps is the global pioneer of platform and email list building tools for authors and publishers. And they are now putting Kevin Tumlinson, good friend of mine. I have to put the good friend of mine portion right there ahead of that, because he's having so much success. Love me some Kevin. Big congratulations to him in getting that role at BookSweeps. I will give you more details about BookSweeps. I'm sure going into 2024, I'd love to do a case study with them. And it's just kind of a way that we could, see how the platform functions and how, well it works for authors out there. And speaking of authors and working, boy, I tell you what, I walked back on a promise I made to you guys some time ago. I said I wouldn't do another virtual conference again last year. I'm doing a virtual conference again, but this time I'm not promoting it. All right. I'm just going to tell you guys where it's located at, and it's up to you if you want to take part in it. It is the Authorpreneur Summit that's hosted by a good friend of mine, April Cox of Self-Publishing Made Simple. It will be on December the 4th to the 8th. It's 100% free to do it. Yes, there's going to be some upsells and upgrades. You can go ahead and do that. But I would say if you want to get in the know with this, go over, visit authorpreneursummit.com, because there's going to be over 35 industry leading experts and authorpreneurs. Everyone from, well, I'm not going to mention myself because that just feels weird. Dave Chesson, Brian Cohen, Mark Lefebvre, Ricardo Fayette. Oh my gosh, there's so many. Julie Broad. This is a veritable who's who of the best in the industry. You're going to learn so much between December the 4th to the 8th. You want to get more details, again, go over to authorpreneursummit.com. And that is that. Let's go over. Hey, I want to give a big mention here to a friend of this channel, as well as the founder of the Alliance of Independent Authors, Orna Ross. Orna Ross more recently launched a Kickstarter campaign, and the Kickstarter campaign is for Go Creative Planning Program for Authors and Poets. Learn an innovative planning program for writing and publishing books from the founder and director of the Alliance of Independent Authors. She has already made funding, all right? So any of the stuff that you end up backing from this point on is just gravy. It's great. But I highly, highly, highly recommend that you go and support the cause, because Orna is a legend. She knows what she's doing, and for as little investment as £10, you can be able to get a quick start sample kit and PDF and video. Not bad. There's many other perks you can go ahead and look into. So go on over and visit that link that I have inside the show notes as per usual. Moving a little further forward, the fine folks over at Publish Drive shared some information. If you are selling fiction books or you're publishing them, sell to Dream Reading App. Now, Dream is spelled D-R-E-A-M-E. The Dream Reading App. Are you a fiction writer or publisher looking for a hot market to sell in? As one of Publish Drive's top channels for book sales, don't miss out on the Dream Reading App, most popular for fiction works. To fully maximize your reach and selling potential, you want to publish wide in every market as you can. Let's go over what the Dream Reading App is and how it got started, or how to get started. This write-up goes over what is the Dream App, why is it worth it, how does it work, what are the royalties, how to sell to Dream Reading App. All those details are going to be featured in there. It is really a pretty big deal because Publish Drive distributes to many other platforms, including places like, you ready for this? Amazon. Yeah. Places like Amazon, places like Kobo, places like Google Play Books. They hit all these avenues. And for them to say that the Dream Reading App is one of their top sales channels makes me kind of sit up into attention. So it's great information. All right. Moving a little further forward, hey, a real quick affiliate plug here. I just want to let you guys know that I am an affiliate for Pro Writing Aid, and they are having a Black Friday sale. If you've been on the fence about getting Pro Writing Aid, now's the time to get it. Pro Writing Aid is my preferred grammar checking tool. I use it for everything in my editing process. Not everything. I use human editors too, obviously, but I use it a lot for many things and all their different reports. Between November the 13th to the 28th, they're doing 50% off for a limited time. Go over to dalelinks.com/pro-writing-aid. You can get that 50% off any of their annual plans or their lifetime plans. I recommend, if you have the discretionary expense, get the lifetime access. There are so many people that would agree with me on this one. It's so worth it. I paid full retail value of it a number of years ago, not knowing that they were going to do Black Friday sales like this. And I don't see them doing a 50% off sale until probably next year this time. And I can't promise that. I don't have any insider news on this information here, but I would recommend, if you want to get the best grammar checking tool on the market today, go on over to my affiliate link, dalelinks.com/pro-writing-aid. Get it for 50% off while you have the chance to. All right. Hey, I did mention my favorite company in Audible is launching a new service in Brazil. So they're expanding their reach to another area. So this is really cool. Now, will we be able to access that through Audiobook Creation Exchange? Remains to be seen, because Audible is available in other countries. But I got my fingers crossed that eventually there will be some integration of ACX to distribution in Brazil and some of the other areas like Spain, where it's inaccessible to us in ACX. There's that. So that's pretty good news. And speaking of good news, have you ever thought about turning your book into a comic book? All right, I think there's going to be some comic book artists out here. They're going to lose their minds. My apologies. I'm just going to share the information for you. Dashtune uses AI to turn storytellers into comic artists. Dashtunes wants to make anyone with a story to tell into a comic artist, even if they can't draw. It provides aspiring comics creator with a suite of generative AI tools and a publishing platform that releases new episodes daily for impatient readers. Let me give you the TLDR. Here's the really nice thing is. 1, when you create the work through Dashtunes, it is not being, their AI is not trained on other art off of their platform. So it's all done on platform. So if you're worried about, the AI pretty much plagiarizing or pilfering any portion of a person's artistic, inputs and such. That's just not possible. They've kept it all pretty much one place, one platform. So the AI that's being trained is being trained on their platform alone. So that part is really, really nice. I am really excited about this because from a fiction author standpoint, I have a feeling going into 2024, when I finally get back into the fiction writing, I want to look into this option, just play around with it and see what come of it. I have watched a couple of videos about Dashtune. It's not super easy. All right. It will take some time to kind of get it all, laid out properly, but it is really cool. But if you're anti-AI, then I totally understand if this platform is not for you. But for those of you out there that might want to look into something like this, might want to consider that. All right, last but not least, the fine folks over at BookBrush are now offering social media management. This is kind of cool. At BookBrush, we're thrilled to present a solution that not only elevates your author brand, but also grants you the precious time to craft the books of your dreams while we maximize your online presence. Our full-service social media management awaits. Book a free consultation to learn more. You get to chat with Kathleen Sweeney. Big shout out to Kathleen. Love me some Kathleen. She's such a sweetheart, one of my good friends. And that is all I have for the self-publishing news for November the 13th of 2023. What did you think about some of those items? I'd love to hear from you over in the Discord community. Join me over on Discord at daleinks.com/Discord. Till next week, this has been Self-Publishing with Dale, and I'll catch you later, folks.
You've been listening to the Self-Publishing with Dale podcast. Visit us at selfpublishingwithdale.com for more information on how you can level up your self-publishing business. Also, check out our growing video-on-demand service, chock full of free and premium content, when you head over to theselfpublishinghub.com. If you enjoyed the show, please consider leaving a review on your preferred podcasting platform. We thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next episode.